Chicago Bears, man. You guys got number one on the clock. Two-Tone Sports here. We're going to run you through 3 draft scenarios. I'm going to give you 3 mock drafts. First 3 rounds only. I'm not going to waste your guys' time. So, in this, we're going to cover a whole bunch of scenarios. Fields trading, sticking with Fields, and moving twice. It's going to be pretty good. Two-Tone Sports here. I'm from Jersey, naturally. I'm a Chargers fan. Makes no sense. We're not going to get into that. But been to Chicago once. Deep dish is pretty good. Saw the bean. Loved it, actually. Would love to come back. But doesn't matter about me. Let's jump into the mock draft. So, what you see up here on the screen is a projection of what the Bears are going to do in their offseason, who you guys are going to cut, who you're going to re-sign, and who you're possibly going to grab in free agency. Let's run through this because it could change the draft process. Me, we'll see, right? So you're going to cut Whitehair and Eddie Jackson. Eddie Jackson's how old at this point? Re-signing, you're getting Jalen Johnson, Justin Jones. I loved him, St. Brown. You're getting Blackwell, Stroman, Dylan Cole, and Patrick Scales. All right. These bottom 5, all pretty decent signings. Depth. Doesn't hurt the cap. All right. Free agency, you're going to grab AJ, 3 years, 21. I like the KJ Osborne. Actually pretty good in fantasy later in the year. Julian Blackmon, Connor Williams, huge considering you guys need that center position. Antonio Gibson. It's still, if there's a name on that board, I'm still not going to shy away considering it's a 1-year deal. We'll get into that as well. So that is the free agency. Let's hop into the mock draft and see really why you guys are here. So if you guys noticed, yes, I have a PFF subscription. Please don't pay for it. Don't pay for it. I'll be doing some mock draft reviews on it. I'll show you what the paid subscriptions, the articles. Don't waste your money. I did. Don't waste your money. But if you notice, 3 rounds, very large leaning toward the care for positional value. We're going to draft more for need, less randomness. Like I said, we're number 1. Let's enter the draft. All right, and we're going to start the draft. So this first situation, we're going to make a trade. We're going to trade Justin Fields. Okay? And you're going to see exactly to who. I actually like this. Yeah. It's going to be, this one's going to be interesting, I'll tell you that. So we're going to trade Fields. I have to first off click trade. Sorry. So we're going to trade Fields to the Atlanta Falcons. What is the Falcons going to give us for Fields? They're going to give us a first. And they're going to give us a third for Big Justin. All right, we're going to force this. I think it's fair. Let's give it, okay? Boom. It may even just be for a first-round pick. Screw it. Bears, there you go. Now you're on the clock. With that being said, you grab the arguably number 1 overall pick, consensus. Consensus number 1 overall pick. Who is that? Nobody but Caleb Williams. We're going to dive into this, right? First look at his overall grade. Games played. Boom. Look at this. Completion percentage, mid-60s, consistent for 3 years. Yards, absolutely disgusting. Touchdown to interception ratio, beautiful. All right, 6'1", 215. The guy is nasty. That's our first overall pick. Let's see how the rest of this spans out here, right? Which is crazy. You got 1, 8, and 9 if you make this move. I think I already see what I want to do next. So this fell Caleb, then Drake, Big Marv, which is crazy. Chargers grabbing Joe Alt. I don't see that one either. I don't mind it as a Chargers fan. Don't mind it. I like this. Giants going Jaden Daniels, Cooper DeJean. I was kind of hoping he fell to the what do you call it? To the Bears here, but it unfortunately didn't happen. What are we doing at pick 8 and 9? I know in free agency, okay? I know in free agency you got Osborne. You brought back St. Brown. If you really come here and look at what we got, boom. Darnell Mooney, okay, then Yad Osborne. Is that really enough? Or do we really want to slap? Let's look. Let's look at the receivers here, right? I like Lad McConkney. I like Keon Coleman. Obviously, later on, maybe we could double dip a receiver. Who knows? There's two names right here if you want to absolutely dominate your offense. I'm going to go with my boy Rome first off. All right? Why? 6'3", 215. Kid's a beast. Look at his games played. We're going to go off 2023. Him with Penix was in the slot. He was out wide mostly. 92 receptions on 140 targets. 1,600 yards. Look at his yards per reception. Always over 10. 13. Look at this. Absolutely nasty. Look at that. Only 3 drops. Only 3 drops. And look at his percentages with among wide receivers with 50-plus targets. First in deep yards, first in deep catches. Do you guys know what Caleb does? He extends the plays and launches the ball. All right, so we're grabbing him. That's our wide receiver. He's probably going to be a wide receiver 1. Now we can argue here. We can really argue. Do we go defensive line? Okay. Do we go defensive line? I don't know if I have anybody really at this point. Like, I like Yannick Ngakoue. Yeah, we could really use some help. I know we went last year. We could use some help at corner. What do we got? What do we got? And what do we got here? I meant to look. My bad. My apologies. We got Robert Tonyan. Do we absolutely give Caleb Williams absolutely everything he needs at this point to just be disgusting? To me, that means Brock Bowers. If not, you're probably going to go Jazan Newton. Nate Wiggins is really good. Or even grab like Dallas Turner. When's our next pick? We're down. Exactly. Screw it. Let's give Caleb Williams absolutely every tool in the book. You got Caleb, you got Rome, and you got Brock Bowers. Your offense is that's disgusting already. Those 3 for a young offense. Whew. I may have become a Bears fan. That's wild. Let's see how this fell. Wow, Michael Penix at 42 is kind of crazy. Jermaine Burton's a good pick, wherever I just saw him. Yup. All right. So we're sitting down here at pick numero 75. What are we looking for? We still want that corner. This kid's a beast. This kid's a beast. Oh, man. He's going to have to come off the board right here. Big Mike. Look at him. Actually does some work on the D-line, which is crazy. More of a slot corner. 151 outside. But honestly, 5'10", 182. He's a beast. He's a beast. Let's take a look real quick. We kind of loaded on offense. It's kind of why I'm more leaning defense. Like I said, Caleb, Rome, Brock. I feel like we need to go a little defense here. Javon Solomon's still here. What do we got? Oh, Leonard Taylor out of Florida. Ooh, can we grab a center? Who do we have? If that name is there, I apologize. Jumping all over. Cedric Fran Pran. I know he goes later, but I really like him. I don't know. This right here, to me, is a toss-up. Let's just go the bigger name here. And let's go... Let's go Big Mike. All right. That's going to round this first 3 picks. We're going to let it just spin through. What do they grade me? If they decide they want to give me a grade. Whatever. You got Caleb. You got Brock. You got Rome. You absolutely loaded your entire offense. You loaded. Look at that. You gave me an A. Thanks, PFF. Appreciate you. That is, to me, disgusting. So offensive heavy. Nasty. Nasty. Damn. Yeah, that's wild. Let's go on to this. Hear me out. The second one is, to me, is probably going to be the most realistic, okay? Let's move this so I can get a little situated. The second one's probably going to be the most realistic to me. Cliff Kingsbury just went to Washington. If you guys don't know, him and Caleb were together. I think that's the ideology down in Washington. So, I think they want Cliff. They want Caleb. What does that mean? Bears, Washington, we're going to swap picks. We're going to swap picks, okay? We started the draft. Let's just do this. Bears and Washington swapping picks. What does Washington have to throw on top of that? They're going to have to throw on our 40. Give it back. And they're going to have to give probably next year's first. We're going to force this. They're not interested. That's bullshit. They absolutely are. All right, now we're getting the Commanders. We're giving them number 1. We're taking number 2. All right, so Commanders are on the clock. There you go, Caleb. Now we're sitting here, right? Now, in our heads, we were like, we're sticking with Justin. We're sticking with Justin. That's why we do this move. If we're not sticking with Justin, we don't give up number 1. Plain and simple. So we're sticking with Justin. What do? Grab the best receiver in the draft, and I don't know how long. 114 targets, 1,200 yards, 14 touchdowns, back-to-back years. Absolutely filthy. 6'4", 205. Son of an NFL legend. By the way, I was at this game. Sick. This rating should have been much higher. There was a lot of throws. He was wide open. We're not going to go there. Doesn't matter. Down in Chi-Town, you guys got clear number 1 receiver. Marvin Harrison Jr. Filthy. Bo Nix going to Atlanta. That's crazy. Joel, Jaden Daniels, Rome. What happened here? What happened here? This fell how I wanted. Why? You guys may want Brock Bowers. I'm not double dipping. This man right here. Turn on some Iowa. Watch the defense. Cooper DeJean, freak. Pure corner. Pure corner. Can even go back to safety, to be honest with you. He is all over the field. 705 defensive. 388 coverage. Look at the freaking passing rating the past 2 years. 2 wins, 5. Where's his tackles? Do we got stats of tackles here? Of course not. Only missed 5 tackles. 350 snaps. Only missed 5 tackles. Somebody tell me. Okay, let's look. 6'1", 207. He's going to be 21. Kid's a freak. Most drafted. Hey, how you doing? Okay. Cooper DeJean, CB1. He's a thug. Absolute beast. Look how this fell. Look how this fell. You chill with Justin. Now you got a CB1. What do we do here? You get arguably one of my favorite people in the draft. You could go and grab, too soon. We're not. We're going the names. We're going the big names here. Keon motherfucking Coleman. Excuse my language. Beast. Why? 6'4", 215. 12 games played. Look at him. Slot, wide, 87 targets. The dude is a beast. Turn on his tape. We're going Keon Coleman out of Florida State. Let's see what we can grab on the back end now. Pick number 75. Ooh, I love Jeremiah Trotter. I love Jeremiah Trotter. We may reach here on a center. We may reach here on one. Damn. I like Johnny Wilson as well. I know we just drafted but Brandon Dorless. I always mess this guy's name up. We may have to go here as well. Let's see the analysis here. Nothing. They're going to eventually get there. Why? Why do we want him? 6'3", 290 pounds. 4 sacks. He's a thumper. Okay? A gap, B gap, over tackle. This is what we need. We may grab him here. Let me take one last look. I do like Solomon as well. Do we go with the edge? We may have to go with the edge. We may have to go with the edge player here, Javon Solomon. 6'2", 245. He is a little short for my likings to be playing edge, to be honest. We may use him as more of a tool guy, but we're going to go Javon Solomon. That's our draft pick. I like it. It's really good value. Boom. That's if we stay put with Justin. This next one's going to blow your mind. This next one is going to absolutely blow your mind. Let's see this grade and hop over to the next. Bang. You got an A grade. You got Marv, Cooper, Keon. I know we double dipped. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That's disgusting. Let's see what the next one brings. All right. This setup's going to take a little bit, and you'll see why. Because we're going to do the same trade that we just did, right? So we're going to give this up to the Commandos. Bang, bang, bang. Get our 40 back. We're trading it, okay? We're going to force it. Boom. We're number 2 on. Take Caleb. Enjoy yourselves. And guess what we're also going to do? We're trading again. Why? Yeah. We're giving up 2. We're getting 8. 43. I'm looking down at my notes. We're going to get a first. We're going to get a third. Look where they're hopping. 8-2. This is a bag. And guess what? Not only are we doing that, let's grab Jonnu Smith for shits and giggles just to bolster that room. Bang. I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot. But this is what you have to give to get your QB of the future. Bang. Caleb Marv. Boom, boom, boom. Neighbors. There's another QB. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're sticking with Justin. Bottom line, we're sticking with Justin. So, in that aspect, I know we need a receiver. I know we need corner. Maybe we go and grab more receivers in the free agency. We're going to do this one a little different. I know these 2 are on the board. I know you guys probably want them. Let's look. All right. What do we have inside? Dan Freeney. I'm looking at interior offensive line. Sorry. Edge rusher. Andrew Billings. I don't really like this. If I'm a Bears fan, I'm not that satisfied with our interior defensive line. I'm also not that satisfied with our edge. With that being said, we're going to grab Jer'Zhan Newton. Dude is a thumper. 8 sacks, 28 hurries. Look at him. A gap, B gap, over tackle. He's all over the place. 6'2", 295. Jer'Zhan Newton's our pick. We're back on the board. Now what? What does analysis say? They want Rome. They want Dallas. We just went Jer'Zhan. You want Fashanu. I wouldn't argue with this. I wouldn't be that upset. I really wouldn't be this upset. Let's grab Rome. It's the positional value at this point. You grab Rome. Boom. We got a receiver. I know I said I wasn't going to double dip. I lied. Why? All right. So now what did we do? We got our interior defensive line and receiver. We still need edge, which we're seeing right here. We still need corner. Do we wait for him to be there? Oh, I see somebody I want. Just scrolling here. Travion Sanders, I think, is also going to be pretty good. Xavier Worthy, we could have waited on. It's all right. Chris Boswell. Okay. Outside over tackle. Why do we like him? He's 6'3", 255. I honestly think he's underrated. I think this kid is a beast. Look at where the analysis gives us absolutely nothing. He said, get out of here. Okay. We're going to go Chris Boswell here. Now we're happy with that. We're okay with that room. Now, I think I have to grab our center here. I really like Chop Robinson. I honestly thought about switching these. I took the risk of Zach Frazier still being here. Let me see if there's any other on here that I would think about. No. I think we need at this point to just grab our center. Why? We have QB covered. We're going to stick with Fields in this. We got a receiver. We got defensive line twice. You got wide receiver. We may have to grab the center here now, right? We could grab corner. I'm not really seeing anybody on this list. Let's see, who do we have that is going to jump off the board at this point, not this high up. All right, let's grab our center in Zach Frazier. Sorry for hitting the mic. Now we're back on the board here at pick number 75. Now we can think about, grabbing our corner. There he is. Mike. I like Mike. Ronaldo Green, it's a little high for him. Let's grab Mike. I know we discussed previous in the video, so let's grab Mike and complete this draft. That's 2 trades. Absolute freak draft value. Picks out the wazoo. Wow. That's 3 mock drafts for you guys real quick. Bears fans, who do we want to draft? What do we want to do? Are we sticking with Fields? Do we believe in Fields? What do we want to do with number 1? Are we moving back? Are we staying? Do we want Caleb? Do we want Drake? Do we want Jaden Daniels? Do you want to just say, screw it, take Marv, load up, figure out, like the first draft, just load up on offense? I don't know, man. Hit me in the comments. Look at the trades here. Look at the trades. You got rid of the first. You got the second and the 40th. What'd you do? You took the second, and you got 4 more picks and Jonnu Smith. What'd you do? You grabbed your defensive interior. You got your receiver, your edge, your center, your corner. I know you left Marv on the board, but are we that upset? I don't know. Let me know, man. Two Tone Sports here. This was fun. This is from a native Chargers fan. Let me know what you guys think. Catch you next time.